rails all the way down through there. Okay, now you can see the rails on here that the high-line Larry cars will travel on, and this is a walkway that's in between the two, and there you can see it all the way down through. That is, you can see the rails all the way down through there. Alright, here is the high line that is finished for the most part. There might be some other details. I added these steps to go up here. They came from a SLIS crossover bridge, which I had laying around. So right in here, this is what a Larry car will stop and deposit its limestone, iron ore, and coke, which goes over to the skip hoist here, and I added one way over here. These happen to be molding trims that you can get at Lowe's or Menards or the other one, I can't think of the name of it. I very rarely go there, that's why. Home Depot. And then every now and then you got to have a crosswalk to go across here. Okay, and I just may take some yellow paint and paint those across there. Okay, now originally I was going to have the stock house way over there, but then knowing how things are and the way I laid out the coke ovens, excuse the junk there, but this here is where on the old mock-up layout, that the conveyor that took the coke over to the Kristen furnace, which is right straight ahead. And so that's going to have to be a little bit different, but let's just get another view down here. Just okay, and then up through here, and then you can look down through here. And so I'm going to be making a stock house, which will end up right up in here. Alright, now you see the stock house that I built. Now you see the completed stock house, and we'll go around the other side. And this is where the stock house Larry cars will go on the high line, will go inside there for loads of a combination of coke, iron ore, and limestone. And now I will go out and paint this. Okay, now I painted the structure a base coat of gray, and that's very important because over on this side here I made that out of a box of instant mashed potatoes, and unless you're very fond of instant mashed potatoes and that brand, you want to cover that up. So now we're going to spray a little bit of black over there. So now that's done. You want to make this look like it's dirty, because this is the dirty part of the mill. This is where a lot of the dust comes up, okay? So now we're going to spray some, gotta read it, ruddy brown primer on this thing. So there you have the stock house, and you can get a lot of the brownish reddish color on top of the roof because a lot of the dust settles off over there, and that's something to remember when you're doing this. But now we'll go and mount it on the high line with some glue. Now I put the glue on there, and again, this is Power Grip by Loctite. Once you get this on here, it is permanent, and they gave you 15 minutes to make your adjustments. So it's sort of like going to a wedding where they say speak now or forever hold your peace. So if you goof up and don't get this where you want it within 15 minutes, you're stuck with wherever it is where it's at. And the important thing is to try to make your glue, most of it on the inside, so that you don't have this glue bead on the outside of the building. So now I'm going to attempt to attach this. See the glue bead along there, and I'm just going to take some of that ruddy brown and blend in the glue so you won't see it. So that looks fairly presentable. Now, here's what's going to happen next, is that there will be a conveyor belt that will hook in over here someplace. I haven't decided. I'll have to wait till I get the whole blast furnace division done over here so that I can figure out what to do with the try not to pan so fast. As you can see, I'm very prototypical with my stuff, but where this will go over here, and that'll join back over to the cast house over there. And I have a prototype photo, hopefully I'll be able to post it, that shows exactly how the conveyors that go from the stockpiles, primarily limestone and iron ore, and have a hook up into the stock house there. But before we do that, I'm going to install some windows. Now I got my window section cut out, and I got it marked where I want it. And this is an experiment here. This is called Duro All-Purpose Spray Adhesive, and it's supposed to bond everything. I was trying to see if I could make a coal pile out of dried baked old coffee grounds, and it didn't penetrate the whole coal pile, so I'm just going to use this here. This is supposed to dry crystal clear, supposedly, and hopefully it will, so I'll just take and spray some of that. And it works really well. It's one of these situations where you have one shot and one shot only. You better make it right, because if you make a goof up on here and you go to pull it off, you'll end up not only pulling your finish off, but you'll end up pulling some of the fiber off the cardboard, and that's something that you really don't want to do. Maybe you do, but I don't. Now you see the windows here, and you're going to say, well, that looks a little too gray for such a dirty building. So since I got to get out the brine, try this again. Since I got to get out the brown, ruddy brown primer on there, I can just dust this along here, and if you get some on the windows, so what? You know, it's a steel mill. I doubt very much that they have people going around cleaning windows in a bloody steel mill, unless I workman's comp or something, but even then I don't think. So if you happen to get these a little dark, so what? You know, it's full of dust. It's a steel mill.